And we have had, I'm going to say, a phenomenal pivot because Roshan Hall never ceases to amaze us. And I get to embarrass Roshan. You know what? She's like, oh, who gave her? Who allowed her to have wine? Anyway, Roshan. I'm like, so this is the magician. I don't know what's going to come out of the hat next. This woman is got resources and stamina. You blow me away on a daily basis. So she applied to the accelerator with 2 ideas. During the course of the accelerator, realized that Twain needed to be a social venture because it came from the heart and it needed to be something that was pursued in a non-commercial way. So she said, you know what I'm going to do? I've got this other company that I've started to work on, and so I'm going to, and I'm like, what else are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry, you've got all that spare time raising 2 children. Of course you can have a 3rd company, right? You're phenomenal. We love you. Thanks for giving us a pivot, because I checked that box off on our list. So no drama, because we have such phenomenal confidence in you. So Boris, we're so glad you're here. We've been hearing about Boris. Now we've got Boris here. Wish Valentine was here, because that always makes for a good photo op. So the floor is yours, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you. Maybe I should let you guys go get a cup of coffee or something, because we're talking about databases now. Fun's over. Okay.
I like it.
Hello, my name is Roshan, and I'm here today with my co-founder, Boris Berkoff. Our company, SQL Vision, is reinventing database infrastructure management. Now, before I show you how we're doing this, let me tell you a little bit about our team. About me, formally. My background includes a Princeton University computer science degree and an MBA. I've worked at Goldman Sachs, and as well as in Singapore and in mainland China. About my co-founder, formally, again, his background includes a Princeton University computer science degree, software engineering at Microsoft, leading multiple product development teams, and selling software to enterprise IT. That said, what describes both of us best is our passion for technology and startups. This is what led us here today. For the past few years, we've both been working in the database technology space, where we've developed software and have interfaced with hundreds of companies. Each day, we spoke with and built relationships with database users, IT professionals, IT managers, and developers in those companies. In doing so, we learned 2 things. 1, databases are becoming more and more important, not just for big companies, but for companies of any size. People charged in overseeing complex databases, too, are not currently prepared for data growth and increased data complexity. The world has changed. In the past years, we've gone from this to this. And from this to this. And sometimes this would happen. Companies would literally lose sight of their data. I'm lost. And this. We found that often companies would overspend on their IT infrastructure and on new database-related hardware because, unfortunately, no one could really figure out what they actually needed. And people in charge of databases, like these database administrators, IT managers, or just developers in small companies and startups, went from this to this. Well, as for companies, they also saw a lot of this. Managing these changes is not just a big company problem. It's every company's problem. It equally applies to a two-woman startup, as it does to Foursquare and to eBay. When eBay's order system goes down, their business stops, and eBay loses millions in just minutes. When the database behind the Foursquare API goes down, an entire ecosystem of companies can't function. And when the database behind a two-man startup goes down, well, that startup goes out of business. Well, in fact, you may want to ask yourself, have I invested in similar companies that depend on data? From our experience, we knew that there had to be a better way. There had to be a better way to deal with more and more data and rapidly increasing database complexity. And that better way is SQL Vision. Database Infrastructure Management Reinvented. Let me show you how it works. Meet Gabby, a database administrator at Groupon. Pretend I'm Gabby. I'm in charge of databases across 5 different data centers: Chicago, Los Angeles, Texas, Milwaukee, and of course, my brand new database server in the cloud. With SQL Vision, viewing the state of databases is as easy as turning on my iPad. From a single mobile dashboard, I get a bird's eye view into my entire database infrastructure. From here, I can easily spot areas of concern. I simply zoom in on my iPad, and it displays exactly what's going on with that particular database application. In this case, I see that perhaps my I/O system is falling just a tad bit behind, which is slowing down the application. Nothing is stopped yet. No customer has complained yet, but I know that I need to do something soon. I zoom in further, and SQL Vision sifts through thousands of processes running on my server to pinpoint the 2 that are the root cause of the problem. I click, and I can see the exact code that I can send to our developers to fix. 5 minutes later, while on my morning walk with my dog, I have solved the problem. Well, what if I was asleep? Well, with SQL Vision, I can go back to any point and see what happened and replay exactly the sequence of events. And one more thing, Groupon, the company I work for, did not have to buy a new server or a computer to host SQL Vision software or to go through a lengthy installation process. As servers were added in Texas and in Los Angeles, I didn't have to do anything. They just automatically showed up on my dashboard. With SQL Vision, we can make IT professionals like Gabby happy. In doing so, we can make companies and customers of those companies happy. Now that was the solution. Now let's discuss the opportunity. Our opportunity is defined by our IT budget spent on database software, hardware for databases, and related IT support costs. Just on database software alone from the top 2 vendors, companies spend over $20 billion per year. Related hardware and IT staff costs are significantly higher. We are going after a target segment of this market. The number of active database installations from the top 3 database vendors is over 10 million. There are hundreds of thousands of professionals directly involved in managing those databases. This is a rapidly growing market. Currently, the number of database licenses sold is growing by 20%. Our revenue model is simple. As a SaaS provider, SQL Vision charges a tiered monthly subscription fee based on the number of servers and the respective data volume. We believe that we offer compelling value and a low entry point, thus turning this into a low involvement decision that can be delegated to an IT professional and will not require the CIO's involvement or a lengthy sales cycle. And that's important. As a SaaS provider, we're focused on directly reaching our users and less focused on sales to CIOs. Our goal is to generate demand for our product from 3 channels. leveraging existing partnerships with users in this space, targeted ad buys, and affiliate relationships with thought leaders. Lastly, we plan to build relationships with an established network of international software retailers. These retailers have standing relationships with companies and can actively push our product from day one. So far, 5 of us have spent the last 7 months developing the underlying technology behind the product. This effort includes our 3 other rockstar engineers. We also have raised an angel round from Sunny Balijapalli, former CEO and co-founder of Half.com, which was sold to eBay for $350 million. Sunny is also our technology and strategy advisor. We recently opened up our product for alpha testing, and several customers have validated our technology. Our next milestone is opening up our product for closed beta testing with a larger group of about 100 customers from diverse industries. We plan to launch this year and spend 3 to 6 months measuring the relative effectiveness of our acquisition channels with an eye for scalability. In addition, in the long term, we have several expansion opportunities for scale outside of our core product, one being cloud-based business intelligence. To date, in additional angel investment, we have self-funded our product development. While we are comfortable with the bootstrapping approach, and we've successfully done it before, we're seeking $1 million to rapidly hit our milestones. We have a 7-month lead in the market, and we want to capitalize on that and take advantage of it. We are excited about this opportunity. And we are looking for